Today we're going to learn how to crochet puff flowers. We're going to start by making a magic ring. I'll show you how I make mine. I take my yarn, pinch it with my fingers. Now take it, twist it up, making sure the tail end lies underneath my working yarn. I pinch the cross section, insert my hook from the front, grab the yarn, turn my hook down, and pull through. Then I yarn over and pull through again. That's the magic ring. We're going to place 12 single crochets inside the magic ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now we're going to hold our work and pull on the tail end to close up the ring. We're going to slip stitch into our first single crochet. Get your hook underneath it, under both, yarn over and just pull through both. You can tighten your ring if you like, or you can do it later. So we're going to start on our first petal. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to yarn over as if we were doing double crochet. We're going to insert our hook into the same space that we slip stitched to. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over. Now we're going to be pulling up a loop as tall as the 3 chains that we made. So that's our long double crochet. Gonna yarn over and pull through just the 2 loops. Gonna do this 2 more times into the same space. So yarn over, insert your hook into the same space and pull up a long loop. And again, yarn over and pull through just the first 2 loops on your hook. 1 more time into the same hole. Yarn over, insert your hook and pull up a loop, nice and tall, and yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops on your hook. So this is going to form our first half of the first petal. So we're going to do the same thing in reverse into the next stitch. So we're going to do 3 double crochets and then we're going to chain 3 and finish our petal off. So we're going to yarn over again. Now insert our hook into the next stitch and pull up a big loop. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. So we've got 1 in this hole, we're going to do another 2, yarn over, insert your hook into the same hole, pull up a big loop, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Now last one, yarn over, insert your hook into the same hole, pull up a big loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. Now you should have 7 loops left on your hook. Bunch them up together, yarn over, turn your hook down so it goes through easily and pull through all the loops on your hook. That's our first petal. Nearly. Secure it with a chain, and now we're going to, as we started with chain 3 here, going to do chain 3 and slip stitch into the same stitch. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and we want to slip stitch into the same hole that we placed our second half of our petal into. And just slip stitch there. And that's our first petal. We're going to carry on like that with the next 5 petals. So in the next stitch, we're going to have chain of 3 and 3 of these large double crochets to form our first half of that petal. So we're going to chain 3, 2, 3, and we're going to yarn over and find our next stitch. Again, pull up a big loop, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over into the same hole, pull up a big loop and yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops on your hook. And last one, yarn over into the same hole, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's our first half. Now we're going to be doing the same thing into the next stitch. So pull up a loop, yarn over into the next stitch, pull up a big loop, yarn over and pull through 2. And again, pull it up, yarn over, pull through 2. Now last one, pull through 2. Now we've got 7 loops on our hook, bunch them up, yarn over, turn your hook down, pull through all the loops on your hook. And chain 1 to secure it. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch into the last hole. There we go, just pull through. And now we have 2 petals. We're going to carry on. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over and place our hook into the next stitch. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 more into the same stitch. Now we're going to move on to our next stitch. Do 3 double crochets in there. 1, 2, and 3, and again we have 7 loops on our hook. Going to bunch them up together, yarn over, turn your hook down, pull through all loops, secure with a chain. Now we're going to chain 3 and complete our 3rd petal. 1, 2, 3. We're going to slip stitch into the last stitch that we were using. Right, that's our 3rd petal. 3 more. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over and insert your hook into the next space. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, do 2 more in the same stitch. That's a half a petal. Going to move on to the next stitch. Yarn over into the next stitch. Pull through 2. And last one. Now we've got our 7 loops. Yarn over, turn your hook down, pull through all 7. Secure with a chain and chain 3. And slip stitch into the last stitch we worked in. There, 4 petals. Chain 3. Yarn over, and we're going to work into our next available stitch. One, 2, 3, and now the second half of the petal into the next stitch. Yarn over, pull through 2, where was we? 1, 2, 1 more. Now we've got 7, bunch them up, yarn over, turn your hook down, slowly pull through all 7, secure with the chain, and do chain 3, and secure with the slip stitch into the last stitch. And onto our last petal, chain 3, into the next slip, the next stitch, pull up a loop, two, and 3, getting a bit crowded in here. That's our first half, and now our last half into the last available stitch. One, 2, and 3. Got our 7 loops, bunch them up, turn your hook down and pull through all, secure with the chain. So we're going to chain 3 and finish off our last petal with a slip stitch into the last stitch. Oh, where is it? There we go. So we're going to complete our flower by chaining 1 and pulling up this loop. Now you're going to take your scissors, cut your yarn and pull the yarn through. And that's our puff flower complete. Now I do like them like they are, but I'm going to show you how to do the puff center just in case you want that as well. Now with the ends here, you can either take a yarning needle, thread them through and weave them into the back of the flower. I just like to bring the 2 ends together with my hook. So we're going to pull, oh maybe that's not the best, pull through that. So bring this end down closer to our starting end. It's not going to work. And now you've got them together, I'll just tie the ends together with couple of knots. And I'll snip them off. It's not going anywhere really. If you make a couple of knots, it's very unlikely it will get unraveled anywhere. So to make the puff center, you can either work with the same color yarn or take a different color yarn. Let's take another color. So we'll do white center, and we're gonna start with a slip knot. Then we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I'm going to insert your hook. We're going to yarn over and insert your hook into the first chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, here it is. Yarn over, insert your hook into the first chain, yarn over again, and pull up a big loop, as big as your chain full. And we're just going to carry on as many times as we can fit it into this chain here. So just yarn over into the same stitch, pull up a loop. Now the more you're able to fit, the puffier your center is going to be. So this is my 3rd time. Into the same first chain it all goes. It's starting to get a little bit tight. I think I'll do one more. There. Then you're going to bunch it all up, yarn over, turn your hook down, pull through all these loops on your hook and secure them with chain 1. That's our puff center. I'll do another chain, pull up a bigger loop, cut my yarn and pull through. And that's our center. So what we're going to do is going to secure it to our flower. So you've got 2 opposite ends, so you want to insert your hook to opposite ends of the center from the underneath. So let's say one will go here. I'll pull that through to the back like that. So the next one we'll do on the opposite side, here, somewhere here, and again grab this second tail, pull it through the back. So that's our center in here, and in the back we're going to take them 2 ends, tie them together. Again, you can weave in the ends if you like. I just snip them off. And that is our puff flower with the puff center.